Why I don't party. Hi, this is Ariana Moore, and I would just like to share with you today why I don't party. Partying is a social norm nowadays, and it's really, what everyone does on the weekends. Friday nights, have a drink, go to the club, party, have a good time, dance, listen to music, enjoy good company of friends. It's all good, in terms of what the society approves of. Apart from biblical reasons, coming from a Christian perspective, why I don't do that is obviously what the Bible says about, drinking alcohol and being drunk and the kind of things that you be saying when you're drunk. We know that every single word that we actually speak will be accounted for. Like, we will need to account for that before God. And for me, that's a big responsibility. So I don't, you won't find me in a party just randomly flirting with people and throwing all these taglines and trying to get the numbers or trying to do this sort of stuff. I won't be doing that because I know every single word that comes out of my mouth needs to be a good representation of God and also of me. And I just couldn't bring myself to that sort of situation. The other reason why I don't go to parties is because yesterday, actually, I had to go to a party. I was invited to a corporate function that I had to show up because of work reasons. And without telling us where that was, we actually ended up at a club. And the corporate people booked out, a section of the club there, which was our own little sort of marquee, and we had, finger food as well as alcohol, a lot more alcohol than finger food being served on the tab. Sure, from a restaurant's perspective, that's how they earn the money because they don't earn as much money on the food. But from a participant's point of view, most people just got wasted. And a lot of people were on the dance floor, especially the ladies. The gentlemen needed a bit of coaxing, but the ladies were on the dance floor, dancing and everything. And I just saw the moves, and coming from a hip-hop perspective, they had really good moves. They really do. I like dancing, but not club dancing. The thing is that when I looked at how fluid the movements were, I thought to myself, wow, these people must have so many years of dance club practice and under their belt so that they can dance so well. And I thought they were amazing, Not that the club context is what I prefer as a Christian, but from the skill perspective, it's admirable. And I even told the ladies, you guys are amazing out there. I didn't go up on the little cage stage that they came up with. I was just down there cheering for them and bobbing along as well, not as fluidly. So by about 10 p.m. at night, I was done. I had enough. I actually planned to leave around say 9:30 p.m. Because the venue, we arrived at the venue at 7:30, but we had to be at the meetup place at 6:45. Just wait for everyone to get there and hop on the limo. And then we went to the place, we got in about 7:30. Yeah, I think it was about 7:30. So I thought, okay, about 2 hours is enough time to social a bit, to show up and show that you care, and to network a bit with the people there, and have some food, have some non-alcoholic drinks, have a good time, support the ladies who are dancing, support the gentlemen who are talking business even at a chill function. And I thought that was plenty. And so about 10 o'clock in the evening, I told the organizer, look, it's time for me to head back. I'm an early night sleeper. So, actually not really that early, about 10 p.m. at night. It's already quite late, by the time I go back and pick up my car and have to drive home, it'll be about 11, maybe 11:30, once I leave. So there's plenty of time, and I thought by the time if I get back, it's already 11:30. I would have had enough. And but what was surprising for me is they said, oh, it's kind of, I didn't know that you were going to go back that early. And it was like, clock is ticking, 10 past 1, 1 past 10, 2 past 10. I'm thinking, geez, that's late already. Why is everyone saying that it's early? Okay, for you guys who sleep late out there, kudos to you. Those who are working night shift, you have my respect. Not a night person. I work best during the early hours of the day. I get up as the sun gets up. And I was just shocked. I really, I just had to come up with any excuse to say, oh look, I have to go. It's past my bedtime, or like, I'm way tired because I worked the whole day today, and I did. I worked till about 6, and by about 6, I was so low on energy. I really just felt like going home and crashing, except I, made this promise that I show up at this corporate event. Yeah, so the real reason though, the whole, in the break times in between talking with people and picking up food, my mind was just wandering elsewhere. And I was thinking, what got my real attention about why I didn't want to stay so late yesterday, and why I don't go to parties in general other than being, invited to these obligatory events that I have to go to, is because my mind was all about ClickFunnels. I know you're like, whoa. I know you're like, oh, come on, Ariana. As an entrepreneur, you gotta take a break sometime. Yeah, but why I was thinking about ClickFunnels is because I just saw, and I'm actually part of going through, like, maybe about three quarters of the way across the maybe hour-long video of Russell Brunson's keynote on ClickFunnels and how entrepreneurs can use ClickFunnels to make that work for you, to set up your landing pages in less than 30 minutes, and have everything that works, as well as plug into some analytics that will give you some feedback and the success of your journey. And the thing is that I was 3/4 of the way through it. It's like picking up a really good novel. I don't even have a novel here, but picking up a really good novel and like just flipping it halfway, and you're like, no, you have to go to this party. It's like ClickFunnels, party, So like my brain was on ClickFunnels and how I could implement it, how I could learn about it, how I could test it out using either my own or someone else's funnel, or how I could use it for putting in good landing pages for either myself or any of my affiliates, as you do, right, as entrepreneurs. So the real reason, what I'm really trying to say is that ClickFunnels doesn't have to be the reason why you don't go to parties. It was just mine. But the real reason why I don't spend time on those things, and by the way, you're not spending time, you're investing time. So what you invest in becomes who you are. And if you invest in parties, you become a party person. If you invest in ClickFunnels or learning about it, you become a ClickFunnels expert. You know what I mean? So the way that I do it, because in some 90 we are called to count our time aright. So I'm always counting the time I have. I'm always counting the seconds, the milliseconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, the years. As an entrepreneur, my planning goes out 30 years. And I'm not even sure that I'm going to really reach that. By the time you put in margin, contingency, sudden surprises, will I even achieve that by the time I'm 80? I already have that plan now, so I'm counting my years. I'm not even counting my years, I'm counting my lifetime. I'm counting my lifetime and what can be achieved in that time. And that's all now segregated into little chunks of things that I need to, like little milestones, not tasks, but milestones of things that I want to achieve by then. And then I'm like reverse engineering, backtracking, taking a few steps and trying to see from that way back to here, like what needs to be done and when, and can I expedite things? Can I collaborate with someone else to get things done? Can I get someone to help me out with this so that I don't make the same mistakes, or I speed things up? Or can I produce more content for you? For example, this video. Can I produce more content for you by enlisting someone's help, pay or free or voluntary, or someone who really loves what you're doing and would like to contribute and support you, or a family member or a good friend. They're all people that you can tap into. Your network is your net worth, and these are the people that can help increase your net worth and God's net worth. Well, God's net worth, we know He owns everything, but His visible net worth of the church and all the people. So, if I had stayed until the 2 or 3 a.m. that everyone else would have, I would have had such a tiring day. And I would be so wasted and so tired, even without the alcohol. I wouldn't be able to wake up today early morning as the sun rises up and do this video for you. I wouldn't be able to be fully here because I'll be, and especially if I had drunk, I would be battling with a hangover, and having a massive headache, or having to clean up the vomit on my floor, and it's carpet. Once you start thinking this way, and once you start counting your time aright, especially a Christian entrepreneur, right? Christian business person, even a Christian high school student, Christian uni person who's trying to get your life together and move your life ahead. You gotta see the big goal. You gotta see that 80 years later, where are you gonna be? And then work your way, reverse engineer, and then start putting steps. One step at a time, and every milestone of the way to get you there. I'm consciously, deliberately reinvesting that time into activities that actually produce me a result that gets me to where I want to be and the pathway that I'm seeking. The little steps. One of the things that people miss, and a lot of these life coaches, they train you to have these goals, but the problem is the implementation. And in order to implement well, you need to have tangible little steps to move you a little bit ahead, and just a little bit at a time. And that's what I see. Today, I don't go to a party. I reinvest my time. I produce this video for you. Hopefully, you've found that inspiring. You've found that, maybe that's something that you've always thought that you always thought the same. You might have been feeling like a social outcast when your friends invite you to party and you're there reading the 10x rule or something like that, or the art of the deal or something like that. But hey, you're not the only one there. I'm with you. We can read together. And I won't think you're weird or anything like that. So, welcome to the life of being an entrepreneur, and especially being an entrepreneur who is Christian and a Christian integrationalist. This is Ariana Moore. Hope this helps. If this has helped you, inspired you in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, and subscribe, as you know, and please share to let a lot of the other people who need this video to help put their life together and move them ahead. Help them by sharing this video. Take care of yourself. God bless. Have a happy Sunday.